What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Msss Anomalies channel. I'm actually going to do a video on a subscriber sent me a picture, and he said that he has this artifact in it. It looks like some kind of antenna. I think he got because he was looking at the video I did here. Well, it's on this same picture. My video is called "Structures and Mechanical Parts" with a question mark, because it's hard to tell what these things are. Now, this is an up-close picture, and I'll back out just a hair bit, and you can see on the face of this what looks like a rock of some sort. It looks like it has two what look like antenna sticking out of the face of it. They're protruding right out. At least it looks that way. You know, it looks like it's coming right out of the base or a hole of it and coming out and just sticking out. You know, maybe a foot, maybe a foot and a half sticking out. Now, there's a lot more to this. I mean, you can just look at it right here. Just go check out the video. There's all kinds of things in here that are just crazy. It looks like mechanical parts strewn all over the place. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, just go watch the video. That's all I can tell you. But he saw that, and he saw another artifact in this other picture, which looked like one, like an antenna sticking, like, you know, vertically. And he did send me a picture, and he had it circled with arrows. So, but this is the one he gave me. And this is it right here. Okay. There's more going on than this picture. Now, guys, I'm glad he sent me this because I noticed a couple other anomalies. Let's just put it that way. This picture has a lot going on in it. In fact, I'm going to show you guys this right now. Not only does it have what looks like a lizard in it, which is insane, because I don't know, and I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to leave this up to you guys. I'm going to show you this thing, because the first thing I thought of was a skink. If you guys are familiar with lizards, you know, it's a skink. Or some kind of gecko kind of thing. But this thing's pretty good size. Well, within reason. Anyway, so here's the anomaly that he shows. It's got this weird perfect line and it stops right up here. And it actually has what looks like some kind of little bright dot. See it right there? It kind of like stands out and it kind of goes all the way down. Now, unfortunately, it looks like just simply an artifact. Now, he said he's seen this in more than one picture. I've seen him, I think, shorter. Meaning, I've seen him in other pictures, but they were shorter than this. I don't know if it's an artifact itself, and it's just in the picture. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll tell you why. Because I actually, well, I'll show you the picture that I do up here. Because I actually invert this and everything else to try to pull out in case there is something actually in this. But if you look to the left of this, look at all this right here. It's all digitized out. Now, I can back out, and you can still see that. And you can see, like, different parts have this. Now, a lot of this stuff is compression marks, and so you can't really go by that. And if it's a fine detail and they put these little things in here, like little digitized out, try to black it out, well, then there's no way of knowing that. If the details are so fine, you just never know it. But anyway, so one guy sent me, and I don't remember who it is, and they can raise their hand, so to speak, in a comment box saying, that was me, by the way. But they said, look up at the left corner. It looks like some kind of android or something like that. Is like a rock fell on him. And I laughed at that until I actually saw this. I went, Leah, look at this. It looks like a foot sticking out, and it's got 4 toes, and a hand sticking out. Now, when you get way into it, of course, it's going to pixelate, but look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like a foot. Comes down, and comes up to here, and it's got like some kind of round circle on it or something like that. And then right here, looks like it'd be your left hand sticking out from under the rock, and it looks like the pointer finger sticking out, you know, more than the others. Now, because this is, you know, I'm zoomed in, it's going to be pixelated and compression marks and the whole 9 yards. So, but you can actually, it looks like an arm actually going under the rock, and it looks like a leg sticking out here. So, I thought that was funny until I saw it. I was like, what the heck is that? Okay. So anyway, just look around, I mean, look right here. Nice corner rock. I mean, what does that in nature? I mean, you know, so right off the bat, I mean, even if you just do the simplest anomalies in these pictures, I mean, things just stand out that just scream intelligently made. I mean, come on. This right here doesn't look like much until you actually try to clean this picture up. Then you're going to notice it. Let me get back out. I think the scroll wheel's going bad on this mouse. But you'll see this in a minute. It actually has like a square type thing in it, like some kind of opening. And there's more things in here that meets the eye. But this is the picture I wanted to show you guys. Now, this part is manipulated right here. But it looks like there's a lizard hiding right underneath it. And it might be a little worm or some kind of other piece of mechanical part laying there or something like that. I don't know what that is. But you can see the eye and you can see the leg. Now, it doesn't look like much here, and I get that. But I'm gonna show you a little bit clearer because I, you know, go to black and white, try to clear it up a little bit for you guys, and it seemed a lot clearer than than this picture here. That and some kind of pots laying around over here, and like I said, what looks over here. And there's something else right here. This looked like some kind of weird I don't even know what you'd call it. I'm sure it's some kind of manipulation, but it kind of looks like when you first look at this picture, when you clean it up a little bit and brighten it, contrast and everything else, it kind of looks like some kind of hippo head or something, or some kind of weird animal head. But you'll see in a minute why I say it's not. But let me just jump out of that one, and we'll go to mine here. Okay, you can see where he's actually shown me this here, and you can see that artifact. I think it's an artifact, because here's the thing. It goes up nice and single, no problem. All of a sudden it gets right about here, and it's doubled. You can actually see that. It's a little doubled here. Let me just see if I can zoom in here. Okay. Down the bottom, it seems to be like a single all the way up to, see it? It's nice and single all the way up. And you'll see there'll come a point when it's right about here, it kind of doubles up. It gets thicker. So now, I don't know if it's double or it's just strictly another blurring out that they use, using a blur tool. I don't know. But see, like, it's got this weird light right at the top of it. So I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a reflection of a piece of steel coming through this manipulation. Who knows? There's that rock up close. Nice corner to it. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to show you this this lizard, because it kind of blew my mind, to be honest. I don't really get into these animal ones unless they really absolutely look like it. And here's this what looks like a lizard laying right here. Okay. Now this is what it looks like, and of course this is a super clear picture, so you can't go by that. But this is the but see, look at the patterns on them. And that's what I want you guys to see when I go back to this. But this is the eastern blue-tongued lizard. It's kind of like the skink family kind of thing. So anyway, so it doesn't look like much right there, but see, this is manipulated. You can see this right here. It's just a piece of garbage. I mean, it's really just, and look how it's just like perfectly slanted down. Got this nice angle to it, and it's just manipulated. But let's do this. Let me brighten this up here for you. And of course, you can see where we squared it off. Right there. Okay. Now it looks like it's either a lizard of some sort, or it's just a manipulation, and it kind of looks that way. But you can see it looks like the head, the eye, the leg coming down the front leg, and it's got that weird pattern to it. And it looks like there's something either mechanical in front of it, like a mechanical pot laying there, or a worm, call it what you will. And you can see it right there. And I'm going to try to, well, if I blur it, you won't see too much detail. But let me do this. Let me back out to about 200%. And it actually looks like some kind of little weird lizard. You can see the leg to it, and the eye, and the head, and the body right there, and what looks like there's something laying in front of it. Again, this could be a manipulation for all I know, guys. I'm just saying, it just kind of caught my eye, but it looks like a lizard to me. I mean, it really does. And you guys can minimize this picture, meaning go like just back way out, and then use your magnifying tool on it, and tell me what you guys come up with. I mean, it looks like a lizard. Now, is it, or is it manipulation? You guys be the judge of that. Okay, let's swing over to this antenna. Okay, and of course you can see that blurs that up a little bit. Unless, of course, you were way out on this picture here. See this? It doesn't look so bad when you do it that way, or just bring it up to 200%. Looks okay. But then when you try to get in further, it's really blurred out. So this way here, it's better off to do it this way here. But I was trying to show, the reason why I blurred is to try to show the patterns on this thing. So, and it's kind of weird if it's a manipulation. They did a good job of making a pattern kind of weird things. Yeah, it just looks like a little lizard sitting there. So I don't know. You guys be the judge. Like I said, I don't know. But there is other things in here. Like I said, I showed you this right here. Has this kind of rounded piece. Now, people will argue, well, you can find round rocks by nature all the time. And you're right. There's no doubt. I wouldn't question that. But it looks like there's a square opening of some sort. And you can see this has been dressed up. You can. I mean, come on. But let's jump into that. Okay, got it singled out here. Okay. Got some color in here, just equalized it. And you guys can do this yourselves, take each step. But you'll notice there's more things in here. Now, there's that weird looking little light thing. Okay, let's do this. Okay. But I noticed something right here. See this silver piece? And it has what looks like this gray piece sticking out. It goes like this here. Now, it has like these weird lines or something in there. Design, call it what you will. Again, here's that antenna, what looks like some kind of weird vertical line type thing. And if you come all the way down, okay, it just runs the length of the picture. But you can see, now a lot of these, you can see how the colors are like this. This has been manipulated bad. That's all there is to it. Because it would be almost a consistent, well, not always consistent, but pretty darn close. It wouldn't be blotched and squared out like that unless there was something being done to these pictures. So, and here's that weird thing. I said, looks like it's got an ear, an eye, some kind of mouth or something like that to it or something. But see this right here? It's got like these 1, 2, 3, 4 marks, so like squares or openings or some kind of like patterns. Call them what you will. Okay. So this here, and you can see a piece of steel or something wrapping around the back of this. So whatever it is, it goes down. There's something wrapping along the back, it looks like. Something here. Couldn't tell you what these things are, but there's clearly something. And there's another thing that's just kind of weird right here. Comes up, goes over to here, goes all the way up and kind of curls into it. See that? And it comes way out to here. It has this weird shape. I don't know what that is, but let me do this. Let me go shopping. And then let me just get the color out. Okay. See how this looks like it's been draped over this? It just looks like crap. You can just tell it's been manipulated. It's as simple as that. And here's that piece there. Now it stands out just a hair bit better and goes into the ground. Here's that other piece that sticks out. It's like gray, got the silver or lighter looking piece, and got these weird patterns in it. Okay. Now the reason why I invert this because I want to show you that this looks, obviously it's been draped over this. Watch this. See how you can still see that square opening, but yet you can see the manipulations kind of running through it. This is, and now you can see that part over there looks like a steel pot of something. It's just something else there. Another thing I noticed too when I inverted it. Now I'm going to go back to this. This pot up here, I'm looking right there. It's got this slant, this angle right here. See that? Goes up. Okay, it goes up and then slants over to here. And then there's a, I believe this is one piece. When you invert this, you see that pot, and then it comes down. It looks like it comes down from it. So is it all one piece? Couldn't tell you. Again, here's that other pot sticking out. And you can see that's kind of like a pattern. Is it nothing more than a pattern? Yeah, I can go with that. This here is definitely some kind of steel something or other. I don't know what this is. A pot, a machine pot. Call it what you will, but it's there. This other thing here, this is what I told you about that, look like that weird boar's head, you know, call it what you will, hippo head, I don't know, but eye, ears, it looks like an ear, mouth maybe, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but these didn't, this is what threw me off, because there's a pattern here, like these 4 little squares, so, well, they look not perfect squares, but it looks some kind of pattern. And when you invert it, it still looks like an eye and ear, but it looks like there's got some kind of weird patterns in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That may be a machine pot being actually doctored up to make it look like something totally different too. So it's hard to tell. See that now? And see how like it has, like it's blurred right here now? It doesn't look like quite like a nose. See right there? It's like really blurred, like a pixelated, like a huge pixelation kind of thing. So it's hard to tell what this thing is. But these here, nah, I don't believe that. I believe these are machine pots of some sort, and it's just been, and like I said, you can see where the manipulation comes down. You can see where this square still goes, or this rectangle goes right through that mess, and there's something smooth going around the back of that. See that? So, and it's still in there in the picture regardless. See it right here, and when you invert, it's still there. So whatever this is some kind of machine pot, and they just manipulated over it. So I couldn't tell you, but okay. Now let's go down to this right here. Now, these things alone, I mean, if you've never seen another video in your life, you said, okay, I believe it's all hogwash, it's nothing but crap. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. As long as you try to put a little thought into the back of this. I mean, you know, just don't just go, ah, it's crap, and that's the end of it. That's your prerogative, but you're missing out. This right here, I saw something right here, had this nice rounded pot, a half round, and I just kind of puzzled. You know, I just went, what the heck is that? Now you got a 90-degree angle right here, like you're seeing a corner of a picture frame kind of thing. And I'm going to show you that right now. See, now suddenly this will make this pop a little bit. See, like it looks like it's inside as well. Like this is like a frame kind of thing. There's something else right here. There's something rectangular behind it. And it's some kind of weird mechanical pop because you see line, big right here. Then it starts to get smaller. Progressively gets smaller. And then largest right here. Smaller and then smallest. Now watch this. Well, blurred a little bit. Now it makes it a little bit easy to see. It kind of makes it a little bit better. See that? Okay, and then you get what looks like a little frame type thing on 90-degree angle, perfect 90-degree angle. Just this alone tells you, okay, if these pictures, and I keep saying this, if, and I say this through a lot of my videos, if this is in fact Mars, in other words, they're not pulling our leg, pulling our chain, this is in fact Mars, this alone says intelligent life. Forget about all the other videos I've made or anybody else has ever made. If you just see this 90-degree angle on Mars with this other little thing behind it, whatever that is, I think this is another machine pot of some sort. Okay, and then it has this looks like a rectangular opening in the back of this, and then whatever this is behind this or in it, this is actually inside it, then, I mean, it makes you wonder, what is this stuff? Okay, now let me just colorize it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to invert it with a different color. And I'm going to show you this because this actually pops out of here a bit more. Okay, see it now? And something comes down from it, or it's just the way the shadow is, or just the inversion. But you can see small, bigger, largest. And it's like this kind of weird thing. And you can see that right behind it. And there's your frame right there. So whatever this is modern day. I mean, it's there, man. It doesn't get any easier than that. It's right there in your face. These are mechanical parts of some sort and some kind of other things. I mean, God only knows what they are, but they're there. It's as simple as that. But, you know, like I said, you guys give me your take on these things and what you think, and especially what this guy is here. I mean, is that a lizard? Is it just a manipulation going wrong? I mean, hey, we ought to start a video like that. Manipulation is going bad. You know, because, I mean, it's one thing to manipulate a picture, but, I mean, some of them look like a car wreck. I mean, and I don't mean literally like cars. I mean, they look like a car wreck going bad. I mean, you know, these guys could mess up a one-car accident. I mean, they're just piss poor at it. Whatever they're doing, they're just bad. But, again, I mean, you can just look at it. It looks like it's front leg right here. Eye, head, body pattern. I don't know what that is in front of it. I don't know if that's, you know, some kind of mechanical part or a worm or call it what you will. But I'll zoom back in for all you guys that are using the smaller devices. I mean, tell me what you guys think it is. I mean, I don't want to go in too far because it definitely will pixelate. I'll just jump it in 400%. Of course, that's going to make a mess out of it, but that's your standard picture. Okay. Get it to pop a little bit more. Right there. When I blur it, it does look like crap. There's no doubt about that. There's not much you're going to do about that. So I leave it at this. Back way out to 300%. And back out again to 200. That's pretty decent as far as 200%. It brings up the details a little bit better, but I don't know. You guys tell me. I mean, like I said, it's just crazy. I mean, I don't normally do these because of that. Because I know this has been manipulated. How do I know what this is? I don't. But it looks like a lizard. I mean, it kind of, like I said, it looks like that that eastern blue-tongued lizard. I mean, look at him with the patterns on him. You know. Again, I thought right off the bat, I thought of gecko or skink. That's the first thing. And I've had lizards myself. I had the beardies, or if you guys are not familiar with that, it's bearded dragons. And I had iguanas. One was 6 foot tall. Well, not tall, but I mean, if you held him, he might as well be. From his head to his tail. I'd have him on my shoulder, and his tail would be on the ground and then some. I mean, it's, you know. So, a little familiar with lizards. I mean, you know, I'm not a professional on any of this stuff, but I mean, there you go. I mean, God only knows what this thing is. Let me know, guys. You know, I just figured I'd share that with you. I've got another one coming up too. This one here was from, I believe, from 533, and you guys will get the link, and you'll get the picture I showed you here. This one right here. You'll get this one, and you guys can check this out yourself. This lizard thing is right here. Here's the other parts I just show you right here on the right. This other piece. This artifact, unfortunately, I think that's just an artifact in the picture. Now, I don't know what would be causing it, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to keep an eye on it, because we don't know if it's something else that's sticking out that's, A, part of the rover, or if it's something in the ground itself, or is it simply just an artifact of the camera? I mean, who knows? And it just happens to show up more in these types of pictures. I mean, I don't know, meaning color-wise and, you know, certain amount of pixels, so on and so forth. Is it possible it just happens to come out right there? Look, you can see it's clear as day, and I'm not even zoomed into it. And there's that little tiny point of light. So, let me know, guys. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm gonna jump out of this, and I've got another one coming out. In fact, they're up to 538 now. I think they came out last night or early this morning. I want to show you something there, and again, it looks like another roadway. Now, I don't know what they're doing in these pictures. I don't know if it's a big joke to these guys or what it is, but again, as always, you guys be the judge. So, you know, like I said, if you guys are just viewing and you want to subscribe, please do so. I would definitely appreciate it. Give me some thumbs up. And this way you can, you know, you'll know exactly what, you know, videos are coming up next and everything else. And because I got some wild things coming up for you guys. I'm going to try, like I said, I'm going to try to bounce around a little bit there and do some other ones as well as keep an eye on the latest pictures. So you guys can rest assured of that. And that's it. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Let's find the truth together. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see you next pick.